Next topic is factors affecting rate of a reaction. So many factors are there which affect rate of any reaction. These factors may be, they are concentration, temperature, catalyst, surface area of the reactants, etc. One by one we have to discuss them in this chapter. The first factor we are taking, concentration. How concentration affects the rate of the reaction. Earlier in class 11 in a chapter we have done this. We have learned there law of mass action. In the chapter equilibrium we did this. According to law of mass action, for a reaction, for example, A plus B, they are forming products. Let A moles of A are reacting with B moles of B and then forming the products. Then according to law of mass action, rate of this reaction can be written as, that is, rate is directly proportional to concentration of A to the power A, concentration of B to the power of B. These powers are showing their stoichiometric constants in balanced chemical equation. We can write down this reaction rate is equal to K, A to the power A, B to the power B, where K is proportionality constant. So according to law of mass action, rate of any reaction depends on the concentration or product of concentrations of reactants raised to some power from their balanced chemical equation. But practically it is slightly different because rate of any reaction may or may not depend on the molar concentrations or stoichiometric constants from the balanced chemical equation. Maybe sometimes they do not depend, or sometimes they depend on 1 power of that reactant or 2 power or 3 power or fractional power of those reactants. Experimentally these things are different. So experimentally whatever this expression we find out, that is known as rate law or rate expression. Because this is not find out from the balanced chemical equation. This is to be find out from the experimental data, from the observations. So according to rate law, for the same reaction as A and B, A moles of A and B moles of B, they are combining to form products, or maybe we can write down C moles of C and D moles of D. Their rate, we can write down rate equal to K, A to the power X, B to the power Y. Here X and Y I have written because not necessarily rate depends on A and B. It may depend on A and B or it may not depend. So therefore X and Y may or may not be equal to A and B. A and B are theoretical stoichiometric constant from the balanced chemical equation, while X and Y are experimental. So this is the rate law where these X and Y are experimental. Now, just we have done in the last video that rate equal to d A by dt. This we have done instantaneous rate of the reaction or simply rate of the reaction. Here A is the reactant. We can write down here R also for symbolizing, or we can write down A. For example, this is the reaction where A and is forming B. A is reactant, B is product. Now, if both the reactions are representing rate of the reaction, it means their expressions are equal, same. So dA upon dt, or since this is for reactant, so we have to write down minus dA over dt, that is equal to K A to the power x B to the power y. So here this equation A, it is known as rate law or rate expression, and this reaction is known as differential rate equation. This is differential rate equation. By using this rate law expression, we can find out order of the reaction. Order of the reaction. But before that, we have to define rate law. What is rate law? According to the expression we have done, according to that, rate law is the rate of any reaction that is directly proportional to the product of concentrations of reactants raised to some power which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric constants or molar concentrations from the balanced chemical equation. This is known as rate law or rate expression. Now, order of the reaction. Order of the reaction is actually the sum of powers of concentration terms in rate law is known as order of the reaction. That is, if we sum these powers of concentrations of reactants or molar stoichiometry, molar concentrations there from the rate law, that is known as order of the reaction. This is not equal to A plus B. This is equal to X plus Y from the rate law only. So for this reaction where we have written, then order of the reaction will be X plus Y. These reactions, they are of different types on the basis of order of the reaction. Types of reactions on the basis of order of the reaction. First type is zero order reactions. These reactions, they do not depend on the concentration of any of the reactants. ये रिएक्शंस वो होती हैं जो किसी भी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टर्म के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करती रिएक्टेंट्स की. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई राइट 2A plus 3B, they are forming products, and I am saying this is a zero order reaction, then its expression will be written as rate is equal to K A to the power 0 B to the power 0. This is rate law expression, and sum of their powers are equal to 0, therefore this is zero order reaction. According to law of mass action, yes, its expression can be written as rate equal to K A to the power 2 and B to the power 3. But when the reaction rate do not depend on the concentrations of any of the reactants, then in the rate expression we'll write down 0. So this will be zero order reaction. Generally, these reactions are those which take place on the metal surfaces by absorbing those gases on the metal surfaces, and then their decomposition takes place. Those are generally zero order reactions. For example, decomposition of ammonia on platinum surface to form nitrogen and hydrogen. When gases get absorbed on the surfaces, then reaction takes place and it starts. Now if you increase the concentration of reactant, then there will be no effect on the rate of the reaction, because whatever that gas, here ammonia, will get absorbed on the platinum surface, that will give the reaction. On increasing the concentration of ammonia on platinum surface will not affect the rate of the reaction, because if it will not get absorbed on the surface, it will not give the reaction. And whatever ammonia is already absorbed on the surface, that will only give the reaction. And surface is already completely occupied by the ammonia molecules. Same way, there are first order reactions. These are the reactions which depend on the 1 power of the concentration of any reactant or more than one reactants. For example, I am writing A plus B again products. Whatever it is written here, but if it is first order reaction, it may depend on 1 power of A but 0 power of then B. Total order of the reaction is 1. Or it may be that this reaction can be 0 power of A, it depends on 1 power of B. Overall total order of the reaction will be 1. Or it may be written as rate equal to K 1 by 2 power of A, 1 by 2 power of B. Again the sum of powers of concentration terms in the rate law is 1. So this is first order reaction. These powers may be even with more fractions. Next, we have to do the examples of second order reaction. Here I can write down second order, third order, and so on. So at least we can take the example of second order. Let again, this is a reaction. If it is second order, its rate can be written as K A to the power 2 B to the power 0. It may be there, this rate depends on 2 power of A and 0 power of B. Or it may depend on 1 power of A and 1 power of B. Again the sum total of powers from the rate law is 2. Or it may be rate equal to K half power of A and 3 by 2 power of B. Or rate is equal to K A to the power 0 B to the power 2. Any possibility is there, but sum of the powers of concentration terms in rate law will be equal to 2. Same is applied on third order reactions also, fractional order reactions also.